Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Brian the Floridian. So today I am visiting Homosassa Springs, and there's a park here called the Homosassa Springs Wildlife State Park, and I am at the entrance, and I'm really excited about checking this place out. So let's go check it out. Follow me. And there is a boat ride that actually takes you to the entrance here at this park. Also, that we did not do today, so. Looks like some pictures from the 60s right here.
I have 5 pennies.
So that's where you pay for your entrance fee right there. And this is the front part of the park when you walk through there. So let's go check all these animals out and see what's there to offer here. Let's get on this way right here. Alright, is that tasty, Mr. Squirrel? Is that pretty tasty right there? Looks like he's going to town on that little acorn there, or whatever that thing is right there. Alright guys, so anyway, over there is a manatee viewing area, which you can see underneath the water there. So this is the first thing you see when you come to the park, is this big spring right here. And that trail that you go down there right there to check out all the animal exhibits here. Alright, one of the first things you see here in this exhibit is Lou the hippopotamus. And why do you ask why there would be a hippo in a Florida State Park? Because Lou was born in San Diego Zoo in 1960 and came here in 1964. So this park was actually a private park, and the state of Florida bought this private park in 1989, and they just let Lou stay here the whole time. So talks about, this sign talks about the habitat size, diet of the hippopotamus there, lifespan. And Lou is right over here underneath the water right there. So let's see if we can find, see if Lou can pop up and say hello to us here. He's got a bunch of food right there. So, and so one thing about Lou is the governor declared Lou to be an honorary citizen of the state of Florida, so he can live out his days at the park. So lifespan is 40 to 50 years in the wild, 60 years or more in captivity. So Lou is pretty, let's say an older hippopotamus right here. So now Lou is moving around now. And he's a big guy too, also. So Lou, this sign is from loose pen. He is 59 years old and currently the oldest hippo in North America. He is starting to show symptoms of advanced age. Alright, there's an alligator exhibit here also in this park. And this sign talks about the American alligator. There's one guy right there. Looks like they're all in the water today. But this guy wants to sunbathe today. There's one way out there in the water too also. Alright, tortoise, foxes, gray fox and red fox. So let's go find these foxes over here. Somewhere in this little pen right here. Yeah, there's one fox right there. I believe it's the red fox right there. And way over there is one hiding. Way over there too also. He's laying down right there. Alright, gray horned owl. And he is right over there. He's got a little itch there.
Oh, he's so
I see what you're doing. She got a little itcher there.
He's so regal.
Yeah, I see you. Alright, so this is a strange bird right here. It's called the crested caracara. And this is native to South Central Florida. And there he is right there. And there's some barn owls right here too. And they are hiding in that little container right there. Let's see if I can get a good picture of them right there. There's like all sorts of birds right here, flamingos. Looks like some pelicans back there. Yeah, every time I see these flamingos, it reminds me of the Miami Vice opening scene in the show that used to be popular in the 80s. And there's a lot of birds in here too. And there's another owl called a barred owl. And this guy is not shy at all. He's right there. Looks like he's winking at me. One eye is open, one eye is winking. How you doing, buddy? This sign talks about the birds that we just looked at a minute ago in that little enclosure. Large winging birds. It's like some great blue, great white herons, flamingos, sandhill cranes, and woodstarks. There's a place for them to hang out right here. Got their own bar stools. Alright, whooping crane right here. So these guys like to kick butt. And there's two of them in this enclosure. So I don't want to get too close because they might whoop me. Kick my butt, so there's one right there. Alright, got some bald eagles right here. So I believe most of these birds are actually unable to live in the wild because they're injured or some kind of ailment, so that's why they keep them here. So these guys are probably grounded for life. So so common hawks here, red-tailed hawk and red shoulder hawk. And they are right here in front of me. Definitely not shy about showing themselves. Looks like this one's playing hide and seek right here. Alright, so this is a big bird sanctuary right here. And these are the birds that are in here, supposedly. It's like royal tern, black neck stilt, osprey. Anyway, let's go take a look. Let's go check this place out in here. And this guy's just trying to get away right here. Don't worry, honey. Don't worry, buddy. I'm not gonna hurt you. You're fine. Let's go take a look in here. Oh, wow! Static electricity here. So this is what we're dealing with here. Whoa! Take some spoonbills right here. Hey, buddy. Hey, guys. And they are all over the place here. So there's various other birds in here too in this bird sanctuary. And so it's cool. They talk about each type of bird so you can identify which bird's in here. Alright, so there's black bears here too. Florida black bear. Another sign there on this exhibit. And he's actually right there. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen one up close before, even in an enclosure. Looks like he's licking his chops. What is that? Is that good? He's like, I'm hungry. So that's the enclosure he's in back there. So there are black bears here at Homosassa Springs Wildlife Park. Alright, there's a panther here too, somewhere in here. So back here in this enclosure is a panther. And I believe his name is Yuma. Which is right there. So I almost thought this was a real panther at first when I walked up here. So there's Yuma, the Florida panther. Definitely a lot of muscle in the body there. The shoulders and the legs. Looks like she's getting, or he is getting something to drink. Alright, so now next door is some Florida bobcats right here. Let's see if we can find one in this enclosure right here. There's one right there. Not quite the size of a Florida panther, but still a pretty good sized house cat, maybe. Definitely bigger than a house cat. There's one way over here, too. Just in there, just chilling out right there. Hey, buddy. Alright, this talks about the North American river otter. Common throughout Florida. I think those guys are hiding in here somewhere. I seen them swimming earlier. So this talks about the gopher, tortoise, and burrowing owl. And those guys are right over here. And there is a couple gopher tortoises right there. And the owls are right above them right there. Yeah, these are small owls for sure. But they are in this enclosure. Yep, I see you, buddy. Alright, let's walk in the reptile exhibit here.
Nice, isn't it?
I feel like that there's a lot of snakes that look like this, but this is poisonous.
That's a dusky pygmy rattlesnake.
There's a mole king snake.
And that's a Florida king snake.
Scarlet king.
That's a king brook rattlesnake, venomous.
See your hair?
Wow.
His tail's up.
Head right there.
And this one over here is a mole snake. A mole king snake.
He's trying to escape.
Eastern dove-neck rattlesnake.
Florida king, I don't see him. I think he's in the water bowl behind the thing.
You see him right there, hiding right there.
He can come between the two whole places. All right,
There's a
Lane.
Florida cottonmouth moccasin right here. This is like a definitely a venomous snake right there.
The pygmy rattlesnake is going to be open.
He took his jacket off right there behind us. So here's a southern copperhead right here. And what's cool about this exhibit in here, it talks about each snake up top. Gives a little bit about information about each snake, each reptile. And there's American alligator right there.
Huge.
Oh my.
Look at that shed of skin back
This one's on the move right here. Go, buddy.
Southern copperhead.
Look at
Oh boy. He doesn't look very nice either.
Alright, so we're now on a deer walk here. So this whole park is actually a boardwalk, so you can kind of view the wildlife here. So here's the deer enclosure, Florida key deer. And it looks like there's some white-tailed deer in here also. Let's see if we can see them in here. Actually, there's one right there. And there's one right over there. So anyway, we walked around here, around this whole part of the nature wildlife park right there. That's where the birds were at and other animals. And the deer was right there. The deer pen, or deer run was right there. So we're walking back this way, and I happened to come across this little guy right here. Not quite so little. He's probably about I'd say 8 foot long. American alligator. So this is the actual alligator enclosure that was right there with the hippo on the other side that we came to the first part of the park. And we're all gonna walk this way and see what's going on down this way. It's like some wild turkey right here. So anyway, here's another Florida key deer enclosure that's right down this path right there. And that's where we saw the turkeys over there. And these guys are way back here. So they're a little bit smaller than the white-tailed deer. And they're just chilling out. It's too hot in Florida to stand around in the sun, so they're in the shade. You guys have the right idea. So they have a manatee care center here at Homosassa Springs Wildlife Park, and this is part of it right here. I believe this is where they care for maybe some of the sick manatees. And there's one actually in there right now. I'm not really sure if they're locked up in here, or they're free to go. I'm pretty sure they're free to go. I don't see any place that's kind of stops them from going out, but this one's being rehabbed, I believe. Yeah, so he's right there. So he came through here, I believe, underneath the sidewalk, and that goes out to the Homosassa Springs right there. Yeah, I believe there's more. Yeah, I can see more manatees out there. Yeah, there's one right there, so they're around. But anyway, let's go take a look down. Actually, this one talks a little bit about the manatee season here. Let's go take a look down here and walk down there and see what we find. That's where all the people are hanging out with their boats. It's like a bunch of sheep's head right there. Alright, so let's go look at the underwater observatory and the manatees, which is this way. So there's several pavilions here to sit down and have a picnic there. And I believe there's a few grills back over there. But anyway, we're going to walk this way over here. And there's a little bear that greet us here on the trail. The Discovery Center is right here too, I believe. Alright guys, so the Discovery Center is closing, so I didn't have a chance to take a look inside there, but pretty cool looking exhibits in there. And it's back this way, so if you come to this park, it is actually on the way to the Manatee Viewing Center, which I'm going to check out right now before the park closes. So let's go take a look, and you guys follow me. So you got this cool looking little exhibit right here on the way to the Observatory Center there. This talks about Dr. Jesse Ray White, veterinary medicine here. So he was actually responsible for the establishment of Homosassa Springs National Park as a sanctuary for rescued, rehabilitated, captive-born manatees. And he sadly passed in January 23, 1996. So, but he definitely left his legacy here. So let's go check out that legacy over here, which is over here, part of his legacy. Alright, so here's the observatory right here. This is the back end of it. there's a spring, I believe, right here. And this is where you go downstairs to check it out. And so it's hard to see down here through the glass, but usually you can see some manatees in here when they're here. So today is October, I believe, 15th. So actually, October is 14th. So normally manatees wouldn't be here this time of year because it's still warm. But in the wintertime, you'll be able to see them down here in this little observatory here. Especially right in here. So this is what it looks like. Alright, so this is one manatee right here I see out here. And that's the underwater observatory, that's where we came from. It's pretty cool. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video of Homosassa Springs Natural Wildlife Park. Hit like, subscribe if you like my video. I'll do some more little jaunts around Florida, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.